Victor Wembanyama was the most anticipated draft prospect in 20 years. And so far through his first season, he's absolutely lived up to the hype. The 20-year-old from outside of Paris is a nightly highlight show, but also a rookie making a huge impact on a team that was fortunate to win the lottery 10 months ago. He's already one of the best defenders in the league, and is showing flashes of being unstoppable on the other end of the floor. But not everyone is so sure of it. Today's video will be how Victor Wembanyama is exposing his critics and the NBA media. NBA players aren't supposed to be this good from the jump, but Victor Wembanyama has already shown that he is not your typical rookie. Wemby has been even more impactful than his impressive 20.7 points, 10.4 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and 3.5 blocks per game would indicate. NBA veterans who have played against him have shown him a ton of respect. Draymond Green called him one of the 20 best players in the league already, and LeBron James noted that he doesn't have a ceiling. Let's go a step further. Wembanyama is already a top 15 player in the game. Wemby is one of 6 guys averaging over 20 points and 20 rebounds per game. He's leading the league in blocks per game. But what makes his stats so impressive is how well-rounded he is in all of them. Wembanyama has all of the great qualities of both a dominant big man and an elite guard. His 38.8% pull-up shooting from 3 is unheard of for a player of his size. He's also a fantastic lob threat, ranking number 8 in total dunks this year. He's made up for the fact that the Spurs can't get him the ball by using his incredible handle to get his shots off by himself. Wembanyama is the first player since Shaq in 2000 to average at least 20 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 blocks per game. And he's doing it in almost 11 fewer minutes per game than Shaq did. All 6 of the other players that ever hit those marks are no-brainer Hall of Famers. If he stays healthy, Wembanyama will join them one day. And that same Shaq has often put the Phoenix Suns center Bol Bol in the same conversation as Victor Wembanyama. After Bol Bol dropped double digits against the Boston Celtics, Shaq decided to make his case for the 7-footer once again.
But there's somebody else in double digits.
Bol Bol! I was so happy for Bol Bol. Roll the tape. And listen, Bol Bol has always had this talent. I coached him in high school. He had the ability to hit the shot. Like I've been saying before, he's the first 7'5" guy to be able to do everything. I know y'all talk about Victor Wembanyama. Yes,
oh man, don't compare him to Wembanyama.
But Bol Bol has this ability. He's the first one to do it. Playing great right now. I'm happy for Bol Bol. They're going to need him in the playoffs. If he can continue to play like this, he's playing great. I'm so happy for the kid. First 7'5" guy that can shoot the 3, can handle, can make plays, can dribble the ball up the court. I'm so happy for Mr. Bol Bol.
Shaq has sometimes placed Bol Bol above Wembanyama. He shared in one of his previous interviews.
Bol Bol is lazy as but Bol Bol can do everything Wemby can do and even a little better. Dribble behind the back, shoot the 3, nice handle. He's just lazy. So I stand by my statement that Bol Bol was the first 7-foot guy. 7'5" guy, not 7-foot guy. 7'5" guy to have those skills. Again, I'm not saying Bol Bol is better, just saying he was the first 7'5" guy to do that with style.
Well, the Sun Center has backed Shaq's claims with some of his performances, but not really overall. However, the case may be stronger for Shaq if we can witness Bol Bol more on the court. There's no stopping Wembanyama because there are simply too many strengths to try to take away. Wemby's stats fly off the page. The visuals of him acquiring them are on another level. When all this is said and done, he is going to have the best highlight package of anyone in the league. All NBA is about rewarding the special players in the game, and he is one of one. Wemby's unusual combination of stature and skill set have even prompted former NBA player Gilbert Arenas to make an unusual analogy. He, however, claimed that Wemby should not be compared to the likes of the famous Tim Duncan. Not only that, he even stated reasons as to why this comparison does not make sense. Victor Wembanyama's debut fell short of expectations. Wemby was, however, fouled out early in the game against Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks, ending with 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. This underwhelming performance raised concerns about his approach to basketball and the role he should play on the court. Gilbert Arenas boldly declared in the early days of Wembanyama's NBA career that he would not suffer from fouls. However, Wembanyama's first game, in which he had 5 personal fouls by the fourth quarter, swiftly proved him incorrect. Arenas, known for his firm beliefs, feels that Wemby is not suitable in the same way that Tim Duncan was. His reason was that Duncan was a post-up specialist and a dominant player at the low post throughout his career.
But he's not Tim Duncan.
I know.
So you can't put him in Tim Duncan's spot.
Why not?
Because he's not Tim Duncan. But we already know it's going to be a fail if he's never been a post player.
Right.
Tim Duncan was a post player.
Right.
That was his bread and butter. So that's just like saying, all right, you know, when Tim comes in the league, play him like this.
You're right. You're right.
His skill.
You're right.
So, you know, right now, he's more guard-like. So, you know, I would try to play him like AI.
Wembanyama, in Arenas' opinion, is more equivalent to a guard because of his ability to cut to the basket and his quickness for a player of his stature. Arenas believes that comparing Wembanyama to Tim Duncan, a classic post player, is a mistake. Instead, he opines that Wembanyama acts as a guard, similar to the legendary Allen Iverson, to highlight his special skills. Yes, he's not Tim Duncan, but he's on the right track. Just ask Kyrie. Dallas played against the Spurs recently, and Irving had a strong performance, scoring 28 points while shooting 13 for 21 from the floor despite missing all 5 of his three-point attempts. Irving picked his spots effectively in the half-court inside the arc, even when Wembanyama was on the floor. Even then, he got blocked on a reverse layup attempt at one point, using unique timing for a big man, which Irving compared to that of a guard.
Yeah, you gotta be aware of him, like, late challenging, and his timing is so, like, he has the timing of a guard. You know, I don't know if it's just he's played against guards, but I'm just saying I think he's had a lot of reps of playing against good guards and guarding them one-on-one. Like today, I thought I had a reverse layup, and he ended up blocking it on the left side because I thought he was going to be on the right side, but he has this long wingspan, so he covers up a lot of space. And
Wembanyama's impact on the Spurs garnered major praise from Irving, describing him as a worthy Defensive Player of the Year candidate. The award tends to go to a game-changing player, and with Wembanyama's presence anchoring the Spurs' defense, Irving sees the characteristics and production of someone deserving of the honor. Despite playing 29.1 minutes per game, Wembanyama has averaged an NBA best 3.5 blocks per game, while providing an average of 1.3 steals, exceeding the averages of Jaren Jackson Jr.'s Defensive Player of the Year campaign from last season. Wembanyama's production has only increased since the All-Star break, averaging 4.8 blocks and 1.8 steals in 31.8 minutes per game.
He's showing signs that he's exceeded all the Defensive Player of the Year stats previous to guys that have won it. You guys see it. I don't know who they're going to pick, but I mean, he has all the tools to be named Defensive Player of the Year.
He's a candidate for sure.
He's for sure a candidate. I don't know how he wouldn't be. I mean, unless the game's played in minutes, but I mean, he's every Defensive Player of the Year that's won in the past few years. He's like almost head and shoulders, and we still have, what, 15 some odd games or some games left. So I give him credit for being such a young player, but learning on the fly and doing everything he can to get his team wins.
Victor Wembanyama's game defies classification entirely. He is 7 feet 4 inches and has the quickness and ball handling abilities of a guard, making him a unique challenge for both his teammates and opponents. The young prodigy has lots of time to improve his game. Wembanyama's dedication and drive to growth imply that when he grows in the league, we may witness a completely different player. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. What do you think about Wemby? Can he fulfill his enormous potential and be one of the best players we have ever seen? Or is there a limit to this guy? I would love to hear your opinion, so please let me know in the comments section below. Oh, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content.